Hi everyone. Okay, I'm pretty excited to share something that I've not seen anywhere else. So look, it could be out there, but I haven't seen it. And I've been wondering for a while how when at work, how we use and can draw something like an organizational map. Okay, so I'm a bit of a strategy girl and, involved in, company development, running teams, leadership, all that sort of stuff. And so you do need to, I draw pictures a lot. As if you've been on my channel at all, you'll know that I'm a visual learner, I'm a visual trainer. This is what I do. So this idea's been percolating. I'm getting somewhere, so just bear with me. This idea's been percolating for a while. And I finished it last night. I've had it probably in my drafts, products that I make for, 4 or 5 weeks. I've been thinking about it, and I sort of did most of it. And then last night or the night before, I finished it off. That was last night, yep. And I've actually got it ready to list. And so I'm just going to do this little video to accompany the listing. But let me tell you what it is. I'm so excited. Shop, Wholehearted Me. Okay, it is shapes. Okay, I know it sounds really basic, but I think I love my iPad. So this is my iPad over here. I'm an iPad girl for sure, and I love GoodNotes. I cut my teeth on GoodNotes, 5 years ago, maybe longer, maybe 7 years ago now. And I do love stickers, but I'm more of a functional planner, not so much a scrapbooker planner, which I love. They're amazing what people do, but that's not really my vibe. I'm a doodler, and I'm really quite functional in the way I do my planning. And so what I love are the things that are really useful to me. So getting on with it. So I've created this product that has, don't look at those pages because I was practicing. It's got 7 pages, and I don't want you to see sneak preview yet. And it's got lots of shapes so that you can use them in your work life. And look, I use these in my personal life as well. At home, I plan and strategize at home. We do budgets, my husband and I, we do all sorts of stuff. So we certainly, I certainly use these. In fact, I've already been using them, Anyway, moving on. Let me just flick through the pages for you, and then I'll give you an example. I will actually just do a bit of a demo and show you one. So these, I sort of called these squares and rectangles. So that, and I have gone with the hand-drawn for the most part, the hand-drawn, because it's more realistic. That's the vibe that the Remarkable has, is like a hand-drawn vibe. I came in with some harder lines here, which you can use, but you're still going to get a hand-drawn look when you copy over it. It's very simple what we're going to do. Let me just show you the circles, and then the circle versions. They're all here with some org charts. But the beautiful thing about this is that one little shape is enough for you to go away and do something with. You don't need the whole unit, but it's there to give you confidence to trace around, so that you know that you've got the right shape with the right size, the right, that one. Let me just erase all. Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a second. And then there's the various sheets. So that's 7 sheets. There's a couple after because I was doing a trial run. And they would be your basic shapes: circles, squares, rectangles, and there's a jigsaw puzzle, and you can do the jigsaw thing, speech bubbles, and various things. Oh, there's another one there. Whoops, sneaky. So let me just show you how I've used it. All right, so I just love it. I was looking at creating a chart just to categorize all of my products, and I really love this little one here. So this is the select tool you're going to use a lot. This is all you do up here: select, copy, tap to paste. Okay, so we're going to use the select tool. We're going to go around it. Oh, we haven't drawn anything yet. You got to draw first. Okay, so let me. I'm actually going to just for something different. I'm actually going to go thick grey medium, because I just want to show you, and I'm going to try and do this so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm just doing all the lines first. And then I'm going to zoom in, and I'm telling you, I don't know if you're part of the beta program, but the new zoom is so much faster and so much more accurate. It's great. Now, I can't move my Remarkable around because I've sort of positioned it for what you guys can see the best. So if you can see, I'm just going over now the lines, and see your son? It's my boy heading out. All right, we've done, that's more or less it. Okay, now I can copy it in this view. All right, and it's going to ask me what I want to do with it, cut it or copy it. I want to copy it, and now it's placed it on the clipboard. So that's handy to know. This button, I want to bring it out to you because I know a lot of you don't want to beta test because you think it'll mess up your machine, and that's, you know, all good, no judgment here. I've become a beta tester, and there was 3 updates in the last one, and this is just mind-blowingly good. So this is a button, you tap it and it resets your page, which we know we can do in a native notebook, but we haven't been able to do it in a PDF up until now. But this is the latest beta update for the software, and so it's all cool. All right, so I've got something on my clipboard. Now what I want to do is I'm going to show you the document drawer too, so that you can get around really quickly in your Remarkable. I'm just going to close out the document, just one finger from the top. I'm going to make a new notebook. I'm just going to go with all the defaults. Okay, I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to go with all the defaults, and I'm going to paste. So tap the marker to paste. You just tap and it's there. Now I get to decide, do I want to make it bigger, smaller, or leave it as it is, and where do I want to put it? And I am actually going to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'll make it a lot bigger actually. And now I'm going to move it because it's still selected, right? And now I can see there's sort of a bit of a line missing, which is fine. I'm not in grey. Oh yeah, I am still in grey because it's a new notebook. I don't know if you've noticed, but it does remember your pen settings if you change them between notebooks, it does remember them. So I'm happy with that. I like the whole hand-drawn look. Now I'm going to go into black, and I'm going to go medium still. And I'm going to write something in my little box. Can you see the magnifier up the top, 2.4? So I've been practicing with this new type of lettering. And I don't know, if anyone wants me to do a little tutorial on some lettering, if you want to sort of practice a different style of writing or make your writing neater or whatever, let me know, because I'm happy to do a video on that. I love lettering. I did calligraphy as a young girl. I got picked at school to, I don't really love that. Hang on, let me just redo that. And so I did do it as a young child. Well, I was in primary school, I think, and I love it. Anyway, that's what I'm doing here. You could have your team in there. You could be doing a leadership org chart, or you could be doing all manner of things. Okay, now I want to use that same box. Excuse me. Excuse me. I want to use that same box. Did you see that magnetic wipe that just happened? I know I'm going all over the place here, but I'm trying to give you as much information. Remarkable just magnetically wiped my page, which is beautiful. I want to use that same box, so let me get a move on, Martine. Hurry up. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to tap it. Now, before I copy 6 more of them, I'm actually just going to do a little bit of editing. I'm going to get rid of the words so that I don't have to do that 6 times. Get rid of that bit. And now this box is pretty much what I want to copy, but I'm going to make it a wee bit smaller. And see how I've left that line? Can you see? Can you see how I left that line? You can undo. I'm actually just going to delete it. All right. It actually needs to go a wee bit smaller, because if I was in landscape mode, I could fit it across, and probably in hindsight, I should have done this in landscape mode, but that's okay. Love it. Now I'm going to copy it. Now I'm going to tap off, paste it, tap off, paste it, tap off, paste it, tap off, paste it. And now what I've found is I'm going to, it's still too big. So I'm going to clear the clipboard. As soon as you tap, you keep pasting. So it's good to keep your keyboard clipped cleared. That's better. Now, clipped, cleared. That's better. Now I can copy that one, tap off and paste it. All right, I'm happy with that. Again, we're just going for the explanation here, aren't we? But you know what? I say I'm happy with it. Let me clear the clipboard. I'm just gonna move these down a wee bit. They're just a little bit high. There we go. Done. Now, in my org chart, I actually want to grab a line, and I could draw a line, but I want to go back to my shapes and I want to get a line. So two fingers from the top brings up your document drawer. I'm going back to my map shape because I've explained in another video, recents and favorites. Now I want to grab this line here. So I'm just gonna, look, most of you won't do that, but I'm just, for the sake of explaining and for the sake of being able to use the product, I've gone, again, I'm trying to, you got to draw first. Okay. Yeah, I'm so excited about this. This is so good. Right, highlight, copy. Now, and here's the thing. You can leave, let me go back, use that little button up there, go back. I can leave that drawing there. I can leave this drawing here. You know, the gray. Let me just move that. I'm going to move it. I'm not copying and pasting it. I'm moving it so that you can see. Can you see that I've copied that? I could move that slightly to the right too, which is sort of what I do. Because all I have to do is come back and just copy it again anytime I want to use it down the track in the next week or whatever. All right, document drawer. Last document we were in was notebook 9, right? Just tap on that. Now I'm going to paste here because you can see it's on the clipboard. I'm going to make it big because I want to dissect it a little bit. If I took it now, you can see that it doesn't really work, okay? So what I really want is that line across. And so let me go back to the pen just to get it off that mode. You can see a lot of shadows. It's going to do a magnetic wipe soon. So don't worry about those shadows that you can see on your screen. That will change. Okay, so I fiddled around with this when I was doing it last night. And what I will suggest, I don't know if you use the eraser on your marker. I've got the Jumbo Norris that I use a lot, and I've also got this one, the Marker Plus. See there? So I really just wanted that line, which is really cool. I'm going to clear the clipboard so that I don't have any little accidents that I have to keep undoing. I'm going to put that up there. Now I do want to make it bigger, but before I do that, I want to take all of these and move them down a bit, just to give me a bit of room to play. Then I want to get this thing, I want to make it bigger. I want to put it in the middle, and it just needs to, I just need to get it to there. Yeah. And look, in hindsight, a thin pen with a thin line, yeah, that's all going to be good, but we do what we can here. So I just want to quickly get this done to show you the concept. Okay, now I'm actually going to use my pen to just connect. Oh, see, that's grey. Just do the undo. So let me go grey. That's black, sorry, I meant. And I'm going to go back to thin. And at this point, you can zoom in if you want to. Now, I like things the same. So I actually would normally use that arrow over and over again. But for the sake of time in this video, I'm actually just going to do this. And you don't have to use arrows, you can just use lines. And then at some point, if we're doing thick black, we can go back in, and then you can start writing in your, let me just, come on. Sometimes it needs a little bit of convincing. You can start writing what you want. What I'm doing, this style of writing, for those that are interested, I'm imagining there's 2 lines and I'm doing my lettering in between those 2 lines. That's really the nuts and bolts of it. Now this is going to be a squeeze because there's a lot of letters. Note books. Yeah. Then we're going to go sleep. See how all the shadow's behind? It's going to fix that up soon, so don't worry. Sleep. Screen. See how I'm keeping it between those two lines? The category is shapes. So they're like the new stickers. They're like the iPad stickers. And of course, my bundles, which you get lots of discount with. Oh, look. Oh, I didn't take that grey. Look at that. Can you see that? Didn't take the grey. So I am going to grab that and move it up there. Done. Back to pencil. So, how cool is this? Here is an org chart. Now, it's just going to bother me. I'm going to add a page to get the magnetic wipe. Look, there it is, nice and clean. Oh, it just looks adorable. Look at that. That is an org chart. Now, let me just show you one other thing. Again, your document drawer keeps your favorites. So I had it starred, but I took it off because I wanted to show you how to do it. But your recents will come up here and your favorites will show here. So they're the documents you can access whether you've recently been in them or not. But anything you're recently using will always show up in there, in the recents. It's just a chronological order of things. So what I did do, which I thought was really cool, and I think, and let me show you this, look. Thick black. If you like and subscribe my channel, I'd really appreciate it. See here, I'm going to do that, just use over it. I'm gonna highlight it, move it. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Hey, and then you can, you know, I don't know if you like coloring in. I love coloring in. And it's actually therapeutically, you know, shown to be really good for you. So you could want a really thick, beautiful circle. And you can always make this bigger and make it better. There you go, got a big thick circle. So last night, did I already delete it? Yeah, see, can you see that? Last night I was fiddling around and let me go to grey. And I traced this, but I did leave out black thin. I did leave out that. Now let's have a look. And I moved it to know that I'd traced it. Let me just copy it. I'll show you one I did last night, but I sort of had to fill this in myself because I hadn't, oh wow, it's got a bit wonky. Ha! That's the thing, that's what happens. See that, see this line here? That belongs over there. And this line here, I don't know if it'll let me pick it up. Shall we do this together? Let's see. Will it let me pick it up? See, it's picking up the 4 lines behind. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to I want to just tell you one more thing about the eraser. I know this is the select eraser. Let me just, I'm so excited. Formula 1 race is on today in Australia. Howdy doody. If you don't know, I'm from Australia, but, and I know we don't have Daniel Ricciardo this year, but we've got Oscar Piastri, and he's just going to be awesome. So anyway, you get the idea, right? You can copy the shapes, and once you've done it once, you can just reuse them over and over again, or you rub it out and do it again if you want. But hey, why would you do that when you've got a copy now of everything? So one last thing, let's just do a thick, let's go with thick black speech bubble. We can come around here. Look, you end up looking like an expert. And I'm going to go thin, grey. I'm just going to do a little bit of shadowing there, a little bit of shadow here, which is probably a bit much, which I would fix if I wasn't, no, that one's inside. I'm going to rub that out, don't worry. Yeah, and then just highlight it like that, copy it, document drawer, go back to mind map, I'm going to zoom in because I want to show you this fabulous new well-working zoom. I'm going to pull it down. I'm going to tap off it. I've still got my thing copied to the clipboard. I'm going to paste it. And did you know, folks, if you press that circle, you can rotate it. Look, I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to move it. I'm going to go back to normal zoom, normal view, and go up a little. Nice. And I'm going to make sure I'm in black thin. I'm going to go, yeah. Yeah. How cool is that? Doesn't really look like an H, does it? Oh, don't worry. It's just my the perfectionist in me again. Let me just swipe it to get that magnetic. Oh, there it is. So, like and subscribe on the channel is great. If you want the shapes, let me just show you one more time. Feel free to go and grab them or make your own, import them. This is a PDF document. You can do it yourself if you're that way inclined. But for those of you that want a bit of extra help, yeah, this was me playing around last night. It's great for staffing. You can use any of the shapes. And the good thing is, like I said to you, if you just want that one shape, because that's more square than that's more of a long square, you could just take that and do your whole org chart with it. You might like the oval shape, do the whole org chart. You may just have 4 things that interplay with each other that you want to demonstrate and talk about. So you would use that. Again, like I said, I did put some more regular shapes, but you will find that when you start tracing over them, you will find that it's going to look hand-drawn. But that's the vibe of the Remarkable, is hand-drawn. This is what we do, right? We write. And so if I was to move that for you, you see you've got that whole hand-drawn vibe going on, which is pretty cool. I like it. I think it's cool. So there's just a few different options there. You can make so many things with it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.